Defenders need to be right all the time. Attackers, only once. What does this have to do with phishing? Okay. See, that makes a lot more sense. And that's a serious issue we need to talk about. Because unlike that type of phishing, a bad day here is not better than a good day at the office. I'm sorry for that joke. So, what is phishing? Well, it's a coordinated attack against you by individuals looking to steal your credentials, such as logins, via electronic communication. Now, it may seem silly because we can pick them out a lot of the time. Some prince overseas wants our money. No thanks. But make no mistake, these are professional criminals and they send out tens of thousands of these a day through different devices. So they don't care how silly it seems, they just need you to slip up one time. Well, we're not going to let that happen. Let's take a look at some of the most common ways phishing attacks can occur and what you can do to prevent them. So what's the most common tactic? Email phishing. This is where they just send out these mass emails and they're hoping to just get one person to bite. So how do you combat this? Well, take a look at the body, what it actually says. A lot of times it seems like it was run through 5, 6, 7 different translators until it finally landed on the language for you. You'll see a lot of broken sentences, words that are misspelled. Look for the grammatical errors and see if it even makes sense. Because again, they're just pushing it out worldwide. So they run it through translators to hit each and every different person. And the other thing you can do, take a look at the email that it came from. See if it's someone you know or if it even looks like it makes sense. As well as hovering over the hyperlink, what they want you to click on. If it's from your bank, does it direct to their website or some weird, a lot of letters, a lot of numbers trap? Never click on it. Take a look. You'll be able to tell right away. The second here is spearfishing. Now, they call it this because it's essentially email phishing, but they're honing in on a certain person or individuals. So instead of generalized email that could work for anyone in the world, it probably will have language about your position, your job, some things that make you think when you read it, oh, that's definitely for me. But again, check the dialogue, check the grammar, check the sentences, and then check who it came from, the hyperlink, same as email phishing, and you'll be just fine. The third one is called spoofing. Now this is where they're going to pretend to be a certain individual, whether it's a CEO, a boss, a coworker, a family member. So do the same things for the previous ones. Check the body of the email for grammar, the broken language, check any hyperlinks, but definitely check the sender's email here. If it says it's from your boss, you probably know his email, so you'll be able to tell if that's it. But another thing that's super simple you can do, if you're still not sure, reach out to that person. Say, hey, I got this email, it's supposedly from you. Can you confirm? Simple as that. Again, don't click anything until you're sure. Now this fourth tactic is going to get away from the previous email variants, and it's going to talk about text messaging, or SMS, and that's why this one's called smishing. That's a very real name. But the point here is, it's phishing attacks through your text messages. So you're going to get texts that say you have unclaimed real estate or issues with your bank account. This is what you do. Same as email. Check the number that it came from. Look it up online, see if it's a real number. And then you can even go as far as calling who it's supposed to be from. So if it says something about your bank account, don't interact with that. Call your bank if you need to. Find out if that's a very real thing. So it's just the same as the emails, but it's coming through your text now. The fifth and final one, and it doesn't miss out on the really fun wordplay, is phishing, or voice phishing, phone calls. This is where they call you and they have you on the phone so they can get aggressive and fast and make it seem like it's a really important thing and you gotta act now. IRS, Social Security, Medicare, they will never call individuals first without the individual reaching out to them. So that's how you can tell it's a phishing scam right away. But bank account issues, car warranties, the thing to remember is don't give any information, ever. When it's over, you can reverse look up the phone number. If it's a voicemail, do the same thing. Don't call back, look up the number, find out if it's real or not. But the biggest thing to remember for all of these is to never give out any personal information. So those are the 5 main phishing variants you're going to see and good ways to combat them. But if you remember these core things, you are going to be ready for anything that comes your way. Number 1, don't ever give out any personal information. Don't do it. Doesn't matter if it's an email, text message over the phone, heck, even a letter. Don't give out personal information. Number 2 is do your routine checks. Check the body of the email. Hover over those hyperlinks. Look for the grammar mistakes. Check the address or the phone number it's coming for. Make sure that it's all legit before you even think of responding. Number 3 is be wary of any immediate action. Big capital letters, something that says respond now. Those are the number 1 tip-offs to that it's a phishing scam. Number 4 is do your part as well. Be prepared for these things. Just don't respond when they show up. So use multi-factor authentication for your logins. Change up your passwords. Better yet, use passphrases. Check the description below for a couple videos to show you how to be prepared. And finally, reach out to someone. If it's personal, reach out to someone who's a little more tech savvy, or when it comes to business, talk to someone in IT or reach out to an IT company today. Your pride may be worth a lot to you, but it's not even close to how much these people will take off you if you just make one mistake. And remember, defenders have to be right 100% of the time. Attackers only need you to slip up once.